Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania and gorgeous PNC Park. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And towing the slab in this one, Mitch Keller. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Tommy Edman leading things off and takes a strike. Just missed. And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. Cruz on the run, throw to first. And they get Edman for the out. Okay, let's check out the lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Wilson Contreras.
Boog, this is one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. I mean, he's such a consistent hitter. You got to love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see that in this one.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. In the air out to center. Sawinski sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away down.
Batting third, the third baseman, Nolan.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Makes the grab, and that is that. Redbirds down quietly, and now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Steven Matz. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
The third baseman.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. Up the middle. Farmer. The throw to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at our lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Bryan Reynolds.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they take a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. And he grounds one to the right side. Over to Goldie. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Bryan Reynolds here. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Chop to third, and he grabs it, foul. 2 outs, base is empty. That misses the zone. 2-1. Just missed.
3-1.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And he walked him.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Wouldn't chase that time. And a pitch. Fought off foul. Reynolds leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That one off the mark. Now 2-2. And this is inside.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Shepard to bat next. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Shepard, the next Pirate to hit. Late swing, fouled off. Two outs. Pitch in the dirt. 1-1. This to third. Fires across the diamond. That's the inning. Pirates strand a couple. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Pittsburgh, new inning getting started. Here's Nolan Gorman. The pitch. There's the strike. Keller, a former All-Star, 29 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2014. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Not even close there. And that is ball 1. And a swing and a miss. And quickly one away in the second.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Jordan Walker, the next to hit. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Keller Certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. One down, base is empty.
That's low. That's a ball.
Bounce to the left side. Hayes. Now the throw to first on the run. 2 up, 2 down.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras.
So when you look at that, he's not completely preventing hitters from hitting home runs, but he's so consistent that you look up. By the time he gives the ball over, it's the 6th or 7th inning, and there's 1 or 2 runs on the board at most.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. Base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. Lifted in the air, right center field. On his way over. Brings it in. And that is that. So 1 left for the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Back here at PNC Park. Here's the second baseman, Liover Peguero.
Second baseman, Liover Peguero.
And a pitch. There's the strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
That one lifted to left. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Stepping in, Jack Sawinski. There's a strike. Man at second. And there's a ball.
Boog, one of our favorites. Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time, Jerry gets it right. He's a good one. And he deals. Next offering misses down and away. And that's outside. And it's 3-2.
Full count.
And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Henry Davis. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Swinging a drive, deep right field. Carlson on the move, heading back. And it's off the wall. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. And they take a 2-run lead.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next is the Pirates pitcher, Mitch Keller. And that bunted towards third. Out on the sac bunt.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Ground ball, Goldie. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
And now the right fielder grounded out his first time up. And that's outside. That clips the zone, and now it's even 1-1. And another ball.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Fouls one off. 2-2. Ripped on a line to center. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
And welcome back to the ballpark. This is Dylan Carlson. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. First pitch misses.
No, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Now a fly ball to right center. Sawinski sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. One down.
Batting up, the pitcher.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Steven Matz.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. And that's ball 1. 1 down, base is empty. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make a pay.
Tommy Edman at the plate.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Man at second. Strike 2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
And a pitch. And that's in the dirt. And here it comes. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Righty delivers.
2-2.
Up the middle. Cruz. And they get Edman for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Going to count 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
That's down.
Next offering is down low.
It's a good take.
Matz at second with 2 down. Pitch misses. Full count now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Arenado, the next to hit, takes ball 1. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And now 2-1.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Two on, 2 outs. Comebacker to the mound. They take the force out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 3 and the Cardinals 9. And we're back. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Brian Reynolds.
Brian Reynolds.
The wind and the pitch. There's the strike. Right through there for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. So a man aboard. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter, O'Neal Cruz. Foul ball there.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neill. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now it's the power speed combo. Shepard. First time up, he grounded to third. Outside.
Ball, that's outside.
And it's 1-0.
You know, these Pirates doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play.
Man, you have to be sure if you're tagging from second base that you're going to move up to third with no problem. And I know he wasn't out by very much, and it took a great throw to get him, but you're already in scoring position, so it's just a foolish decision to try and push it there.
Now it's the second baseman, Liover Peguero. Doubled in his first AB. Way outside, and that's ball 1. Two outs. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. Around third. He'll score easily, and it's 4-0.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
So 2 down. Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit. Hit by a pitch his first time and then came around to score. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Peguero at second with 2 down. Left field, and it falls, and it gets by him. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 5-0. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Steven Matz gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Miles Michaelis on to pitch here.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And here's the catcher, Henry Davis. Blind into right. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 6-0.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runner at first with 2 away. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Mitch Keller. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
The Pirates up big in this one here in the last half of the third. And the righty deals. And it falls. And the pitcher with a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So the lineup flips over. Now batting key Brian Hayes, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. And the slider just misses.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Out towards left center. Edman pulls that one down, and that'll do it. So they get 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. On to inning number 4. It's the Pirates 6 and the Cardinals nothing. On to the 4th. Now up the Cardinals number 4 hitter, Nolan Gorman. He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
Just missed. And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it, it just energizes that entire team.
And a good eye there. Popped up. Aguero has a beat on it and makes the grab. 1 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Jordan Walker will hit next. 0 for 1 so far.
One really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch. Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That's off the mark. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Here comes the 0-1. That one is upstairs.
That's the ball.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, number 19. The wind of the pitch. In for a strike. And it's 0-1.
No ball.
Michaelis, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve,
0-2.
and he works in a changeup. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Now here is Brian Reynolds. Pitch is in there. 0-1. Righty to the plate. Way out front for strike two. Base is empty,
0-2.
one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that skips in the dirt. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Edman in position. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, O'Neill.
So digging in, O'Neill Cruz.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Waste no time there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
2 outs, runner at first. Shepard, the next Pirate to hit. Right through there for a strike. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Contreras throws. Not in time. It's a stolen base. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Man on second, 2 down.
Ball.
That one missed.
1-2.
Pitch misses there. 2-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
You got a full count.
3-2 now. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Drops into the glove, and that is that. Pirates leave 1. They lead it, though, 6-0. Back here at PNC Park, we go to the top of the 5th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Kyle Farmer. Keller back to work. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Farmer, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And he deals. Foul ball, still 0-2. And a pitch. A little bit high. And it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The wind of the pitch. ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The shortstop takes the ball. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And now it's filled up. And down on strikes he goes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
I guarantee he's going to check the tape on that last pitch when he gets a chance, because he thought it was ball 4, and he wasn't wrong. I mean, it was a close pitch. Definitely not an easy call, but especially after a long at bat, that'll drive you crazy getting rung up like that.
Carlson in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
The line to kick the pitch. That one the other way. Makes the catch for the second out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So now a pinch hitter for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boo. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. And the right-hander deals. That's a strike. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And that one is lifted in the air. And that is that. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, John King.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Liover Peguero.
The second baseman, Liover Peguero.
The pitch. Strike 1. King, he's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. Good eye right there.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds. Add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key. Throwing the ball where he wants to.
The pitch. That one fouled off. Liner, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's the center fielder, Jack Sawinski.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Zach Thompson getting loose out there. The pitch. And now it's even up. Wouldn't chase that time. On the ground to third, might be 2. Fires to second for 1. On to Goldschmidt. That's 2.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Henry Davis, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. And that's a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
That misses. 1-2 to count. Popped up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that ends the inning. And we're back. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. The wind to kick the 2-0.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Leading off for St. Louis.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 1. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second for 1. Relay to first. Double play.
Great job on the mound, fielding his position and making a good throw to second to get the double play started. Far too often we see pitchers have a hard time with that throw, but no issues right there. That's good practice paying off in a game and resulting in 2 big outs.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Hammer, base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And next is the Cardinals 4-hitter, Nolan Gorman. This splits between April and May there. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Hayes hauls it in to end the inning. The Cards lead 1, still up against a 6-0 deficit. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the pitcher, Mitch Keller. King back to work. And that one in the air center field. And it drops in. And that turns the lineup over.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
And the batter now, Brian Hayes. That one ripped, but foul. And now the lefty on a line, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and dipped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now it's the right fielder. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Kicks and deals. There's a strike. First and second here, no outs. The pitch. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Now the left fielder, Brian Reynolds. 1 for 2.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That's in for a strike.
0-1.
Ball one there. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground, right side. Gorman whips it to first. And they take care of Reynolds for the out. That ends the frame. So 1 left for Pittsburgh, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, we go to the top of the 7th. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That one in there across the letters. Right side, hard hit. Gets it to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And up next for St. Louis, Wilson Contreras. Right through there for a strike. The Redbirds with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's too high. And a pitch. To the right side. Aguero. To first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
The batter, the shortstop, Kyle Farmer.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Kyle Farmer. There's a strike. That's in there. 0-2. The Pirates up big in this one here in game 1 of this 3-game set. In the air, left field. Reynolds makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back here at PNC Park, bottom of the 7th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz.
The shortstop.
The pitch. There's the strike. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Zach Thompson preparing to come on if needed. The lefty fires. The shortstop takes the ball.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Shepard in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
One down, base is empty. And 1-2. And another ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
2-2 now. Tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. And the pitch. He goes down looking.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Here's the second baseman, Liover Peguero. 3 for 3's doubled twice and singled. And first offering is fouled off. On its way to the corner, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And a pitch. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Fights it off. You'll see another. A wind and the pitch. Outside low. And that's ball 2. On the ground right side. Gorman throws on to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check there. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Pirates 6 and the Cardinals nothing. For the top of the 8th, at the plate, Dylan Carlson. And the right-hander back to work. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Colin Holderman loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Hernandez, the lefty, warming up as well. Good eye in that spot. Keller still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
And now 2 balls and a strike. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Here comes the pitch. And a foul ball. Three-two. And there's ball four.
Runner, take your base.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
In there at the knees for a strike. Kicks and fires. That's a strike. And the count is 0-2. Carlson on at first. Nobody out. That's a little bit low.
Man, this has been impressive. Just now getting to 100 pitches as we start this 8th inning. He's given them a lot of length, and we'll see just how much longer they'll let him go.
Swung on, belted. That's back. It's a ball. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 6-2. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Mitch Keller is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Colin Holderman.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Back to the top of the lineup, Tommy Edman next up for the Cardinals. That one almost got him. At the belt and fires. And that's in there at the knees.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Nobody on, nobody out, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's in the dirt. And here it comes. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Righty delivers. Hit in the air, left field. Reynolds gets under it. And out number 1 on the grab.
The batter, the first baseman,
Paul Goldschmidt next up for the Cardinals. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Bounce to the right. Tosses to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado, 1 for 3. First pitch, not close. Wouldn't chase that time.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And he deals. There's a swing and a drive. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit. The throw into second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Nolan Gorman. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Runner at second, 2 down. On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. Around third. The throw in. He's in safely at second. A run comes in on the play.
He smashed that ball the other way and kept it fair down the third baseline. Did an excellent job of just throwing the barrel at the ball, even though he was a little late on it.
Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Reynolds gets under it. And that is that. 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left on. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Pirates 6 and the Cardinals 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Andrew Kittredge.
He's thrown the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
And here is Jack Sawinski.
The center fielder.
Kittredge, a righty that throws with power. 35 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
And that one is lifted in the air. Carlson in pursuit. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the catcher, Henry.
Here's the catcher, Henry Davis. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Zach Thompson, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Gallegos also throwing. One down, base is empty. Base knock right field. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he's there with a double.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Pitch hitter coming on, Andrew McCutchen.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. One out and a runner at second. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Righty to the plate. That's to third. Arenado to first in time. He's out.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter right in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. And now the Pirates leadoff man, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Drive, base hit, right center field. Coming home. He will score, and they're up by 4.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
So man aboard. Now the number 2 hitter. That misses, and that's ball 1. And the righty deals. Bounced out to short. Farmer. They get the force, and that is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Last chance coming up here for the Cards. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Dauri Moreta.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Number 40, Wilson Contreras.
The pitch. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. And that's in there at the knees.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
Right-handed reliever. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that skips into dirt. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
He was looking for some firewood right there. I tell you what, if you're not out in front, swing at that pitch, you'll be looking for a new bat.
At the belt and fires. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at-bat to watch.
He's 2 outs away. And up next for St. Louis, Kyle Farmer. There's a strike. One out, base is empty. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. You're going to let it go. You better be ready to swing it.
Got him swinging.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Carlson stands in now and watches strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
The Cardinals down to their final strike. Look out! And it hit him.
Well, that pitch right there didn't even sniff the zone. He was all out of whack on that delivery.
So now a pinch hitter, Ivan Herrera. A runner on first with 2 gone for him. Outside low, and that is ball 1. And a pitch.
2 up.
In the dirt. And the runner stays where he is. Line to left. And that's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Pirates with a new arm on the mound, David Bednar.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Carlson over at second. Herrera on at first with 2 down. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two on, 2 outs. Popped up left side. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Pirates take the series opener here at home.
Well, a 3-pitch save. This guy might feel cheated a little bit. Gets in the ball game, wants to show off his arsenal, and really didn't get that opportunity. But I think he'll take it. Whenever you can get that save and do it efficiently, he'll be ready to pitch tomorrow.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Here now is our final line score today. For the victorious Pirates, 7 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 7 runners on base.